Welcome back, fans of the Zodiac. Are you a Sagittarius? If not, have you at least been in love with a Sagittarius? This likable archer has a lot of great characteristics. Let's talk about what makes a Sagittarius so attractive. From adventurous to intelligent, relaxed to optimistic, if you're born between November 22nd and December 21st, you've been gifted with a lot of qualities that people envy. We'll also go over some of the negative aspects to their personality, but don't worry, the good far outweighs the bad several times over. Let's begin. They are adventurous. If there's one thing that a Sagittarius isn't missing in their lives, it's a sense of adventure. They're some of the first people to get out in the world and try new things. If there's a nerve-wracking physical activity that people are hesitant to try out, Sagittarius just dives right in. Literally, say a group of you are contemplating cliff jumping. Sag will lead by example and jump into the water. People like this are often unpredictable. In all honesty, that's what makes dating them so much fun. You feel like you're on the adventure yourself. From here, the possibilities are endless. You won't just be another boring couple spending every weeknight on the couch watching Netflix. You'll be out doing all kinds of wild things. From experiences with new restaurants to possible vacation, there's no limit to the activities you'll take part in when in a relationship with a Sagittarius. Seriously, don't be surprised if they announce out of nowhere they want to take a weekend trip out of town. Sagittarius loves to relax. Now, this may seem like I'm contradicting my last point, but this is the best kind of nuance you want in a partner. While a Sagittarius can be fun-loving and energetic, they know when it's time to wind down. It's almost as if they're out of breath from all the activity and need to have a seat. Every now and then, they'll request that the two of you stay in. This is one of those times where a mellow Netflix night is a pretty nice idea. Sometimes a quiet evening of intimate discussion is all you need to be satisfied. Sagittarius is more than willing to oblige you in that department. But just because they like to take it easy doesn't necessarily mean they need to stay in. A calm, relaxing restaurant or cafe might be right up their alley. If they aren't in the mood for a wild night on the town, suggest to a Sagittarius that you go somewhere with a chill atmosphere, or perhaps a place of their choice to order in from. Going out of your way with tiny efforts. They'll love you for that. They care about you. Well, we should hope so. If you're going to get serious with another person, you want them to consider your feelings. While they may not always know how to show it, Sag wants you to know that you're special. They do this through tiny gestures. Let's say you're sick with a fever and they've had to stay in for the past few days. If you're not phoning and checking in, they're over at your house seeing if there's anything you need. This leads into another one of their fantastic dating traits. Sagittarius is a born optimist. While dating a person, you certainly don't want to have a negative outlook on life. While you definitely want someone who's real, you want them to think positively and look on the bright side. You get a full package with the Sagittarius. A Sagittarius knows how to cheer a person up. When you're having a bad day, they'll instantly console you with kind words that can lift you out of your rut. Say, for example, you've been laid off from work. You may feel like life is hopeless at this point. Sag is going to remind you about all those skills you carry. This ultimately lets you know that your firing is a blessing in disguise, and a fantastic new opportunity to show your worth is just around the corner. While nobody's future is certain, these might be the exact words you need to hear in order to move forward. A person this optimistic may seem a little naive at times. There can be nothing more annoying than somebody telling you that everything's gonna be all right when you're sure it won't be. But don't let this fool you. They are very smart. A common misconception among optimists is that they're of minimal intelligence. The truth is that they can be just as smart as us. They just prefer to look at things with a tint of positivity. A Sagittarius is very intelligent. If their relationship isn't going well, or their partner isn't happy, they can sense it almost instantly. From here, they do their best to fix the issue. Before we continue, are you interested in more interesting Zodiac content? Check out our recent video discussing how you behave in a relationship based on your Zodiac sign. Also, have you been concerned about the health of your teeth? Just click on our clip discussing 14 remedies for naturally fighting off plaque. To switch things up a little, let's discuss some of the downsides of dating a Sagittarius. Keep in mind, you shouldn't let this drive you away from them. It's just good to receive the full picture. Sagittarius can be extremely honest. Now, to be clear, telling things how it is isn't always a bad thing. But in this day and age, not everybody wants to hear a straight shooter. Sagittarius can sometimes be this person. If something's on their mind, they're going to say it. If you meet them on a date and they don't like what you're wearing, they're gonna tell you. This can leave you feeling insecure for the rest of the night. even when the darkness of the movie theater is hiding the sight of those ugly vintage khakis. While situations like this can be embarrassing, a Sagittarius honestly can work both ways. It's this kind of openness that makes a first date with them very interesting. Within the time span of a cup of coffee, a Sagittarius might tell you about their strengths, weaknesses, and fears. You'll get a complete 360-degree view of who they are in minutes. Think of it as the most intimate job interview you've ever had. They enjoy their independence. While Sagittarius enjoys spending time with you, remember something important. They're sometimes at their best when they're left alone. A Sagittarius likes to be independent. It may seem frustrating at times, but this is what they do to stay sane. They need time alone to think and reboot. A relationship with anyone has its frustrating moments. Everyone has their special place to be by themselves. It's not much different for a Sagittarius. Don't be surprised if you receive a text saying that they just want to stay in for the night. Sagittarius is confident enough to do things on their own. This is all part of their adventurous side. They'll go and watch a movie on their own, or even get a table for one at a hip new restaurant. Hey, it's not like you don't wish to do the same thing every now and then. Sagittarius is sometimes impatient. If a Sagittarius doesn't have their alone time, they can lose their patience. This can make them unpleasant to be around. Imagine seeing a side of your partner that you didn't know existed. The problem is that when a Sagittarius likes the situation they're in, they'll grow a little too comfortable. If they're brought outside of their comfort zone, they'll grow restless. Let's say the feelings of a Sag grow to the point where they want to bring the relationship to the next level. Only problem is, you're not ready for that type of commitment. As a result, a Sagittarius may begin to feel underappreciated. This may be a byproduct of how much they care about you. If you're willing to open up and be honest with each other, this conflict can be settled. They like to seek attention. If you do happen to leave them hanging, Sagittarius may begin searching for your attention. Don't be too surprised if they become a little louder and a little harder to handle. When seeking out attention, a Sag will purposely do things that deviate from their normal personality. For example, you notice that they've been posting pictures on their Instagram of them hanging around other people. This may be an attempt to make you jealous and start spending more time with them. It's a very modern passive-aggressive method to get more attention. If you find that a Sagittarius has been doing this, try talking to them and ask them why they've been acting strange. Sagittarius has so many great characteristics, and they just want to care for you. And of course, go on more adventures. Are you a Sagittarius? Did you find this video accurate? Let us know in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait, what kind of bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.